She made millions laugh on screen, but now her ghost supposedly paces the halls of a Beverly Hills home, laughing still. From vanished scripts to flickering lights, these forgotten celebrity homes hold eerie secrets. So why do some stars refuse to leave? And what chilling truths still linger inside? Lucille Ball, the iconic queen of comedy, spent her later years in a modest Beverly Hills home that hid more than just old scripts. After her passing in 1989, residents and visitors began reporting strange phenomena: phantom footsteps, laughter echoing through empty halls, and even sightings of her red-haired silhouette in mirrors and windows. Renovation crews claimed tools would vanish or move on their own, with some refusing to return after hearing whispers when no one else was around. Locals believe Lucy had deep emotional ties to the house. It was here she and Desi Arnaz brainstormed future shows and clung to their final years together. Some say her spirit lingers, not out of fear, but from an unshakable desire to keep entertaining. Even now, fans drive past the home, hoping for a glimpse of her ghost. Whether myth or memory, it seems Lucy never truly took her final bow. Ozzie Nelson, Hollywood home. To the public, Ozzie and Harriet Nelson were the picture of wholesome Americana, but their real-life Hollywood home, tucked quietly in the hills, became the subject of eerie speculation after Ozzie's passing in 1975. Neighbors reported hearing music drifting from empty rooms, specifically the same cheerful tunes Ozzie once played during his downtime. The unmistakable smell of cigar smoke, his favorite indulgence, lingered in the halls with no source. Visitors described feeling watched, especially near the den where Ozzie planned his television episodes. Some even claimed to see fleeting shadows that resembled his familiar silhouette. Despite renovations and new owners, the strange sensations persisted, with many attributing them to Ozzie's deep emotional bond with his home and family. Paranormal enthusiasts still visit, convinced the house holds more than memories. Whether it's residual energy or the gentle watch of a devoted spirit, Ozzie's presence never quite faded with the final credits. Harry Houdini, Laurel Canyon Estate. Though best known for escaping locked tanks and handcuffs, Harry Houdini may have never escaped Laurel Canyon. While not a Hollywood actor, his mystique captivated the same audiences. His estate, partially destroyed by fire in 1959, still draws curious visitors who claim to hear whispers near the charred remains and feel sudden chills near collapsed staircases. Some believe Houdini's obsession with the afterlife. He famously held seances and sought proof of spiritual communication, tethered his spirit to the site. Flickers of light, disembodied voices, and an eerie energy surround the grounds where he once hosted illusions and spiritual experiments. Paranormal investigators have recorded unexplained electromagnetic spikes, fueling rumors that the master magician is still seeking the ultimate trick, proof of life after death. The original mansion may be gone, but the legend remains alive. Some say Houdini's final act is still unfolding, one ghostly flicker at a time. Thelma Todd, Beach House. Known as the Ice Cream Blonde, Thelma Todd was a rising comedic star of the 1930s until her mysterious death cast a permanent shadow over her Pacific Palisades beach house. Discovered in her garage in 1935 under suspicious circumstances, whispers of foul play have never fully faded. But even more unsettling are the ghostly legends that followed. Residents and tenants have reported hearing footsteps late at night, followed by the sudden roar of a car engine, despite the garage being empty. Doors slam without warning, cold spots emerge in random rooms, and one chilling tale describes a faint, mournful sob echoing near the garage, as if her final moments are caught on repeat. Over the years, businesses attempted to occupy the building, but strange events reportedly drove some away. Whether searching for justice or simply trapped in a tragic loop, many believe Thelma Todd's spirit never left the place where her story ended. Carole Lombard, Hollywood Hills Retreat. Carole Lombard lit up the screen with her wit and charm, and her whirlwind romance with Clark Gable made them Hollywood royalty. But after her tragic death in a 1942 plane crash, eerie whispers began to surround her former Hollywood Hills home. Visitors reported bursts of laughter echoing through empty halls and catching the scent of her signature floral perfume with no one nearby. One story tells of a ghostly figure in 1930s glamour standing on the balcony, only to vanish when approached. Gable himself was rumored to visit the home after her passing, claiming he felt her presence lingering in the rooms they once shared. Even decades and multiple renovations later, reports of cold spots, flickering lights, and brief apparitions persist. Unlike many hauntings, Lombard's is said to carry a lightness, more mischief than menace. Some believe her radiant spirit still roams the hills, refusing to dim even after death. Orson Welles' Tudor-style house. Orson Welles, the visionary behind Citizen Kane, was a larger-than-life figure, and apparently his spirit never left the stage. His Tudor-style home above Sunset Boulevard was once filled with booming soliloquies, dramatic readings, and late-night brainstorming sessions. But after he moved out, tenants began reporting strange activity, doors slamming shut without warning, lights flickering during conversations about his unfinished films, and the unmistakable murmur of a deep, resonant voice echoing down the halls. Some claim to have seen a figure resembling Welles, cigar in hand, watching from the study window before vanishing. Paranormal investigators even recorded unusual EMF spikes in the oak-paneled rooms he once favored. Yet the presence doesn't feel malevolent, more like a creative force that refuses to fade. Those who've stayed describe the energy as theatrical, electric, and oddly comforting, as if Welles is still crafting one final masterpiece, one scene at a time. Clifton Webb was known for his refined wit and razor-sharp presence on screen, but his elegance didn't fade with death. After his passing in 1966, Webb's longtime Los Angeles home developed a reputation for eerie, yet strangely dignified hauntings. Neighbors claimed lights would turn on and off by themselves, and the faint strains of classical music, his favorite, drifted through the air when the house was empty. Later, residents reported hearing a cultured male voice calling out softly, as if searching for someone just out of reach. Most unsettling were the mirrors, which fogged over mysteriously and occasionally revealed a fleeting silhouette. A strong scent of Webb's signature cologne would suddenly fill the library, vanishing as quickly as it came. While some found the occurrences unsettling, others described them as strangely polite, ghostly gestures fitting of a man who never lost his composure. It's said Clifton Webb never truly left, he just stayed impeccably present. James Whale, Benedict Canyon House. James Whale, the legendary director behind Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, created some of Hollywood's most haunting imagery, and apparently, he brought that same eerie energy home. His Benedict Canyon residence was decorated with Gothic flair, dark wood paneling, medieval candelabras, and moody lighting. After his death in 1957 under suspicious circumstances, the house became a magnet for ghost stories. Visitors reported hearing faint organ music, the exact score from his films, echoing through the halls. Footsteps would creak upstairs, only to stop when someone investigated. Garden paths once lined with flowers now seemed to harbor gliding shadows at dusk, as if replaying a silent scene. Some rooms remained inexplicably cold year-round, no matter the weather. Paranormal investigators speculate that Whale's obsession with the macabre may have tethered his spirit to the one place he could fully express it. For fans, his home feels less like a house and more like a living horror set. W.C. Fields' West Hollywood home. Fields, with his raspy drawl and biting humor, was a comedy legend, but behind his cynicism was a fiercely private man. His West Hollywood home, where he spent his final years, has since gained an eerie reputation. After his death in 1946, reports emerged of gravelly coughing echoing through empty halls and the distinct clink of glass. Fields was famously fond of a drink. Some visitors swore they heard mocking laughter coming from the study, and more than one claimed to see his trademark top hat appear and vanish from the foyer table. Attempts to renovate the home were met with strange setbacks, tools disappearing, paint refusing to dry, and sudden cold drafts with no explanation. Locals say Fields didn't take kindly to change, even in the afterlife. While skeptics chalk it up to imagination, others believe the spirit of a cranky comic genius still lingers, making sure no one overstays their welcome. Groucho Marx, Beverly Hills. Villa Groucho Marx, renowned for his quick wit and iconic one-liners, reportedly left an indelible mark on his modest Beverly Hills villa. After his death in 1977, whispers began circulating of ghostly activity that mirrored his irreverent style. Visitors claimed to hear faint echoes of snappy retorts and see a top hat materialize in unexpected places, only to vanish moments later. Some tenants even experienced doors locking on their own and peculiar electronic glitches when items of a comedic nature were disturbed. The atmosphere in the villa is uniquely charged, equal parts playful mischief and spectral charm. Many believe that Groucho's spirit continues to entertain, as if rehearsing for one last act. Whether it's the unseen force that seems to orchestrate a whimsical banter or the lingering aura of his on-screen genius, the villa remains a testament to a legend whose humor transcends even the veil of death. Hollywood was built on illusion, But these homes suggest some performances never truly end. Whether echoes of fame, love, or unfinished business, each spirit seems to linger for a reason. So next time you pass an unassuming estate in the hills, ask yourself, is someone still watching from behind the curtain?